a bunch of wildflowers just kind of in bloom now. Yes. What a nice time to be in California. Yeah, places like this are quite often extremely windy, but there's just like the slightest breeze right now, which is, I think, abnormal for the area. Alright, we are on a kind of bluff outcropping, so getting a bit warm, mate? What, here or in Wales? Satanic spot? Oh, yeah. No, it's a compass. Spin around. See? North, east, south, west. Huh? Keep going that way, you'll hit Japan. Oh, it's 18C? What's it here? I think it's around, or it's supposed to get to 14 degrees Celsius here. Sorry, I don't know the conversion to miles, or to miles to Fahrenheit. But yeah, check it out. Ain't that a thing? Yeah, how's Wales warmer than California? Albeit it is Northern California, so this isn't the California, I guess, you know, you think about. When people think about California, they think of like the Southern California beaches and stuff, I think. I'm just gonna, you know, I have Stay Hydrated bought, and it keeps telling me to stay hydrated. And I'm hiking, and it's sunny out, so I'm gonna stay hydrated. So let's put down the pack for a second. And stay hydrated. I think where I can set you guys down. How about this? Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, global warming hitting Wales hard right now. But yeah, I'm pretty happy I came to Fort Bragg. Our viewer Big Willie recommended I came here, so I'm not sure if he had any other particular reasons for me to come here, but I think this was reason enough, because this is pretty beautiful, and it's a nice little hike. Really well developed as well, so it's fully accessible to like anyone that's mobility disabled or anything like that. So anyone can get this kind of view. It's mostly fully paved. If not, it's pretty smooth, small gravel. So yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone. come to Fort Bragg. It's a beautiful place. As I get further and further into California and more into summer, going through Texas and stuff, I currently only bring a liter of water with me, 1 Nalgene. I'm probably gonna have to bump up those water numbers pretty soon. Yeah, I carry water, the amount of water I carry has to do with the kind of conditions I'm in. Like Pacific Northwest, everything's wet. You can pretty much just open my mouth and get enough water in my system. But as we get hotter, as we get drier, I'm going to need to carry more than a liter of water at a time because I'm not always going to have an opportunity to refill all the time. So I'll probably bump up another liter to 2. And then all the way up to when I was in Australia last fall hitchhiking through like the middle of it, like through Alice Springs and everything, I carried 5 liters of water at a time, which is a lot of water, which is a lot of weight. That's 11 pounds. 5 kilos, 11 pounds. But given the kind of environment you're in there, I think that's almost a requirement. If you get caught out for a day, like, you need a lot of water in 35 to 40 degree weather. And it was just the spring there in Australia, but I was there in full summer through the outback, through the middle part of Australia. You're talking 40 plus degrees Celsius a day, which is over 100 Fahrenheit a day. I think that's the translation. So it's hot. And it's very dry, so just water kind of evaporates from you. It leaves you alone. Yeah. Got 1 liter now. We'll upgrade that pretty soon. I'll probably just buy like a bottle of Smart Water because they've got nice water bottles. They're narrow, so they slide into the elastic pouches on the side of backpacks really well, and they're really lightweight. So you'll see a lot of through hikers, like people hiking the Pacific Crest Trail or the Appalachian Trail. They, rather than having water bottles like this, which are like nice, but they're actually really heavy in water bottle terms, they'll just carry Smart Water bottles with them because they're really lightweight, they're durable enough, and they're like a nice kind of tall narrow which slides into places really easily. So that's probably what I'll do coming up soon, but I think I'm ready to keep moving on. I think so. This trail continues to follow this coastline here. I'm not sure if it goes out to that little point over there, but at some point there's, yeah, I think it's called Glass Beach or something like that, and yeah, it's supposed to be good for beach combing and stuff. So we'll check that out and then cut back into town, maybe grab a quick bite and start hitchhiking again. But we got a bit of an earlier start today. Past while I've been starting streaming pretty late due to a variety of circumstances, waiting for mail to arrive and different things. But usually I'm up pretty early. I get up with the sun when I'm camping. So I think on average my streams are going to start pretty early. One more drink. I just feel like complaining about one thing. Like, 4 days ago. Just, I don't know what I hit it on, but I scuffed up the joint on my thumb, which I don't mind getting little injuries. The problem with the cut right there is it's a flex point on your finger, so anytime you do this, it's just pulling it apart. And also, like, with stuffing stuff in my backpack, you just like are kind of jamming your fingers and stuff into places, so it just struggling to heal because one, it's a flex point, so I'm using it all day, and then also I'm jamming my thumb into places as far as loading my backpack and getting stuff out and stuff, so it's not ideal. But let's roll. And Watkins, if you're still there, how's the stream quality looking? Because it was good earlier, then we lost the stream for a while. And Streamlabs didn't tell me that, so kind of had to restart. Just give you one last look before we move on. Kind of walk over here as we pan. You have 20/20 vision, so it's good to me. Alright. Let's roll. How do I feel about Avicii's death? Oh, I don't really know. He creates music, right? I didn't know he died, so I haven't had time to gather my thoughts on what I feel about his death. So no comment. And yeah, for those of you just tuning in that haven't watched the stream before, I'm hitchhiking around the States, showing people what the process of hitchhiking is like, what the experience is like, different people you meet and different places you go. We've had 24 rides on the trip so far. If you are curious what it's like, I know I'm not hitchhiking right now, but I have videos like up there, and you can see the different people I've met along the way. I think all 24 have made it onto the stream. We've had a lot of connection issues, but there is kind of video proof that we've been hitchhiking our way around. I've had a great time doing it. Everyone that's picked me up has been super awesome, which is par for the course for hitchhiking. For those of you that have never hitchhiked, maybe you think it's a very dangerous thing to do, but I can tell you from hitchhiking in 25 countries, being picked up over 700 times, it's not as dangerous as people make it out to be. And I feel like, since I've actually done it, I'm a decent source for information on that. Have you ever been kidnapped? No, I haven't. Yes, you kidnapped him once? Yeah. In 2015, I hitchhiked through Wales, which is where Watkins lives. And yeah, he kidnapped me in a Welsh castle. Kinda hope you get kidnapped. Well, that's not nice. And honestly, I think I've said this before, but having this being live streamed actually even increases the safety as far as hitchhiking is concerned, because when someone pulls over, I go up, I talk to them. That's one of my rules. I talk to people before I get into their cars, and then I have to say, I am recording this. This is being live streamed. Is that something you're comfortable with? And if someone had any kind of bad intentions, like wanting to kidnap me, they would say no, because they don't want their face live streamed to a bunch of people if they were going to kidnap someone. So you guys keep me safe. So thank you for keeping me safe. Macy, thanks for following, and Jackie, thanks for following as well. Hope you're enjoying your time so far. There will be hitchhiking to come. We're just taking a break, taking a nice little scenic walk. Morning. And we'll be doing this for the foreseeable future. I've said in previous streams, I'm doing this until I either run out of money, or two, I no longer enjoy it. But I've been quite enjoying this process of live streaming it for the first time in my life. So this will keep going for a while. It was 35 miles behind the mountains. Can't look at the picture right now. Hiking. We're hiking. Do you have a home? Not really a fixed home. What I've done for the past 4 years is I'll work somewhere in Canada. I've worked in several different cities, just saving up money, living cheaply. And then I'll quit my job and I'll go on a trip for X amount of months. Go see some places, hitchhike, do some different things. Then the money kind of gets low and I'll go home and redo the same process. Get a job, get some money, then quit the job and do it all over again. That's what I've been doing for 4 years. Or are you on the run? I have nothing to be on the run from, so I wouldn't say I'm on the run. I'm just enjoying my early 20s, seeing the world, meeting people, doing things, having a good time. So, going to some beautiful places like here, Fort Bragg. This coastal walk has actually been pretty spectacular. I'm pretty happy I took the time to go around here for a while. To anyone who's thinking about driving around the west coast of California, I'd recommend it. Do both your parents support your travels? Yeah, they do. When I first started hitchhiking, my mom was not very supportive of that. She asked me not to. But, you know, being a teenager at the time, I was like, no, this is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do. So I did it, and I've only had good things to say about it for the past 4 years since I really started doing it. So if she doesn't, maybe she still doesn't like it, but I think she can at least appreciate it for what it is now. Because it's been a really great experience for me, and she's heard and now seen the kind of generosity people express to me as I travel around and people pick me up and stuff. It's a unique experience. Can you go to Malibu? I'll probably go through Malibu. Anything I should check out in Malibu? Or is that just your quintessential California place to go? Because there's one thing with my travels, I rarely ever do any kind of research. I just kind of go and deal with the cards I'm dealt as I go. But again, if any viewers have recommendations, places to see, things to do, I can look into it. genuine love the ducks. I don't think it's actually my shoes you're hearing, it's actually the backpack straps are a little squeaky. But yeah, we can call them ducks strapped to my feet. Hope you have a Nintendo Switch in that bag. Nope. All my battery power, all that juice, gets directed into running this stream and my jetpack, which gives me my internet. Currently, if I do a full charge, we get about 3 days of power of live streaming before I have to recharge overnight again. Have you ever had sex with the people that give you a lift? I haven't set this stream to mature. So I'm not sure if I should address that question or not. But maybe me saying that already answers your question. I'll say if you hitchhike enough, you're going to see and do a lot of different things. But I'm going to tell you now, if you start hitchhiking with the intent that it's just going to be you're going to be picked up by a bunch of girls, or if you're a girl, picked up by guys that you'd want to sleep with and they're interested in doing that, or if you're a guy and you like guys that you want to, it's not going to happen, like, ever or very often at all. So don't hitchhike with the expectation that that will be your experience, because I'm guessing it won't unless you do it a whole lot. Unless it's forced, which I'd never do. Hey Jay Durkin, how's your day going? Good to see you in chat. This looks like a nice beach. Yeah, we've been hiking for maybe an hour, over an hour, along this coastline. And somewhere up here there's an actual beach, which we'll check out, go down to and see. So maybe hang out at the beach a little bit, have a quick snack, then we'll be heading back into town and eventually hitchhiking again. No pickups today yet. I camped out just outside town last night and read about this hike, so just going on a hike for now. We'll be hitchhiking later though. Why don't I walk on the beach? Because it's been blocked off the entire time and most of it is on a cliff edge. So there's no beach, but now there's a beach and there's a path down to the beach, so we're gonna go to the beach. So don't you worry. We're going to the beach. But first I just want to scout out what's up here. Because I like exploring. Because there has to be a beach for you to actually go to in order to go to the beach. And prior to this point, there hasn't been a beach. There's been a cliff edge. Oh, look at this. Now down here, there's a bunch of like tidal pools. And there's people like checking out, looking for nature. So maybe we'll go down there, see if we can see some nature. Maybe some crabs, Watkins. I have nothing against crabs. Was that because we talked about like seafood and stuff, and I said that I'm not like a huge fan of crabs? It's not that I don't like them, I just don't see the appeal that much, because to me it doesn't really taste like much. It just tastes like whatever you cook them with. So you cook them with and dip them in garlic butter. It tastes like garlic butter, which is delicious. But you can dip anything in garlic butter and it tastes delicious because it's garlic butter. Now my concern is when I go down here, we're going to be right below a cliff edge, so I might lose connection a little bit, but we'll find it. We're going to the beach. I think I'll go down this way. It's a bit of a scramble. Alright. You dip your girlfriend in garlic butter on occasion? That's a good idea, man. I gotta get in on that. Not with your girlfriend, like, when I get my own. Let's check out some of these tidal pools. Now, are we losing connection a lot? Yeah, see, this is like some beach glass I just picked up along the way. You can kind of see it's translucent, not transparent, but translucent. Yeah. Just trying to see if I see anything in here. Not seeing anything living. But we got glass. Beach glass. If you'll focus. But no, you won't. What do you think of a beach? Glass beach. I'm not gonna go too far, like over where there's people walking over there, because I'm not taking my boots off. And with the backpack on, which has my internet connection, it'll be sketchy. Yeah, that's Glass Beach. Pretty exciting. Girls yet. Young yet. Now dry sand's really annoying to walk in with 60 plus pounds on your back, and leather boots, but that's okay. Oh. Oh. Yeah, right here is an actual tidal pool. So it's disconnected from the ocean, and it's apparently just a little pool for now. No, I haven't. Yep, in 700 plus rides, I haven't had someone that has been creepy in that kind of way before. Is that lucky, or is that just par for the course? I don't know. My experience has been very positive. Let's see if we hold on connection if we walk out here. Yeah, it's crazy. There's just kind of everywhere you look here, there's just broken bits of glass that turned into yeah, that the ocean kind of weathers, so it's not sharp. It's everything comes rounded out, and it kind of just looks like a rock that's translucent. That's kind of cool. I'm not going to bring any with me. When I travel, I kind of try to leave things as they were when I found them. But it's cool to look at. This looks pretty neat. You guys? Panorama. Ain't that something? Yeah, I wasn't sure this morning if I was just gonna hitchhike out of town first thing in the morning or spend a little time. But I did have one of our viewers tell me that I should come to Fort Bragg here. I don't think he specified why, but he said I should come to Fort Bragg, so here I am. Definitely worth the detour to do this walk. I like walking anyway, so yeah, it's been pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's the best kind of viewpoint. Over there, there's some more rocks, but I think the best view is right kind of where I was. So I'm gonna keep going on my walk. Actually, I'm at the end. I have to check out. I'm gonna see where I'm at on this trail, because I might be like kind of at the end of it. I think the start of the trail is kind of at this beach. The other start is where I started over an hour ago, hour and a half, 2 hours ago. I don't know how long it's been. 1 second. Just bringing up a map. Yeah, actually this is the end of the coastal walk. So we'd be heading back into town. And Might as well leave you with a view while I'm doing shit. Then maybe grabbing a bite to eat and refill my water bottle and continue hitchhiking. Right now I'm on Highway 1, like the coastal highway. The problem is south of here there's absolutely no connection at all, so I won't be able to live stream the process of hitchhiking. So I'm probably going to head back to Highway 101. But during the process of getting back to Highway 101, I'm going to lose connection. The highway that links up the two highways is, well, there's no connection. There's a website called opensignal.com, and they kind of tell you what kind of connection you can expect in certain areas based off of your carrier. And yeah, that connecting highway, there's nothing. So I'll live stream the process of catching the ride. You guys will probably see me like first meet the person, but as soon as we start leaving town, it's just gonna drop, and I'll reconnect back up with the stream when I get back onto the 101. But that won't be for a while yet. I'm a ways away from the spot where I'd be hitchhiking. So yeah, I'll be streaming for a while, but I know once I get my first ride today, I'm gonna lose connection. That's just part of the fun of this, I guess. But yes, camp band, which is Andrea, right? Not April. Look where I am. I'm at a beach. I'm in California. Seeing things, doing stuff, going on hikes. Yup. Alright, I'm ready. Yep. So we've been on hiking for an hour and a half, 2 hours. About to finish my hike, and then we're gonna resupply a little bit and start hitchhiking again. So that's what we're doing today. Should be a fun day. And the weather's gorgeous, so. It's a pretty yes, you go do things, that sounds so fun. Yeah, it's been a really good day so far. Of course, as soon as I leave Washington and Oregon, the weather becomes gorgeous. Classic California being California. So, welcome to California. Yeah. Refill my water, have a snack. I might have a little bit of a short picnic, just at like a... Actually, you know what? Why don't I just sit right here and do it? I'm gonna eat a few of my Sour Patch Kids and have some water, and then we'll carry on. Yeah, right here. Whatever, Calio's alright, Oregon's where it's at. It rained every day but the last day I was in Oregon. That's what Oregon was to me, rainy. Albeit I don't mind the rain that much, it's just I was permanently wet, essentially. Alright. Let's figure out where I can put you guys down. Maybe over here. It's been so sunny. Yeah, I think the whole coast is sunny now, so it's not just California that's nice now, it's everywhere. But I still like to make fun of Oregon because I can. Where do I want to sit? There's a bit of bird shit everywhere, so let's go over here. Okay, and let's get you guys set up over here. We'll try to get you some kind of view while we do this. Might as well look at something pretty while we're just sitting here. That makes sense to me. Just gonna have a little bit of candy, a little guilty pleasure. And then we'll be walking back into Fort Bragg, grabbing some water, maybe a bite to eat, maybe a Snickers bar for the road, and start hitchhiking. So there's hitchhiking to come. and I'm still eating your guys' bread. That stuff is awesome. It doesn't go stale like any other type of bread I've had. It's been a staple of my diet for the past 4 days or whatever. Candy is an excellent source of nutrients. You fully support this? It's a guilty pleasure. The bread? Yeah, it is. That bread is not going stale at all. For those of you watching that don't know, Camp Band 2009, her name's Andrea, sorry. And they picked me up 4 days ago or something. Drove me 30 miles south, bought me dinner, which was amazing. Hung out, we skipped some rocks. And then they drove me 30 miles back north to where they picked me up in the first place. And they gave me a loaf of this really nice, like, sourdough fancy bread. And it's delicious. And it keeps really well. Most bread gets stale, like, in a day or two. But, this stuff is rock solid. Freaking, I know, it's pretty much magical. So. Now's the time where you plug the bakery in the chat, so people can find this magical bread. Just outside Portland, Oregon, if I recall correctly. Best. This is 100% pure sugar, essentially. But you know what? Sugar's quick energy. Keeps me going. Like, it's better to have some more protein and carbs and stuff like that. Like your slower burning energy, especially protein. But and fats as well, they keep you feeling full. But this gives you a little bit of quick energy. Okay, able to airdrop some of her magic bread from Grano Bakery in Oregon City. That's it, Oregon City, yeah. So if you want really good bread, go to Grano Bakery in Oregon City. For those of you that don't know where Oregon City is, it's in Oregon. I know, it's surprising. That's a nice coastline, I agree. That's why we're taking a little break here. Just a nice little scenic break. Eat some Sour Patch Kids, drink some water, and then keep walking. I thought it was in Texas. Well, we'll be in Texas. We'll get to see the kind of landscape you get in Texas soon enough. And my backpack fell over. Classic backpack. It's always falling over. Actually, I should stand it back up. My antenna should be kind of pointed up. One sec. There we go. It's just the best. They don't have as good of bakeries. Well, I'll try and put that to the test. See if California can compare on the bakery front. But I'm guessing you're right. I'm guessing you're right. Oh, no, Oregon City. Sounds very Texas-y. Texas-ish. Sounds very Texas. It's a lot of ways to say that it looks like it's in Texas. I like it. Or as clever of names for their cities. Yeah. They were really original with that one, weren't they? Fuck, what do we name this place? There's nothing interesting about this place, but it's in Oregon, so... Oregon City? Sounds good to me. It's a city in Oregon, I feel like. It's just the most clever name. Hide in plain sight kind of a deal. Yeah. I'm sure that was their intention. Sour worms. No, it's sour kids. See? It's little children. I'm gonna finish the bag here. No more Sour Patch Kids. This was a guilty pleasure when April and Andrea picked me up 4 days ago. I just decided to get a little candy for our slumber party, and then I still have them, so. Can you say somewhere in Oregon City it's like the start or the end of the Oregon Trail? Something like that? Something something died of dysentery. Now this is the only problem with like candies and like variable weather, hot weather, kind of squishing it in your bag. All my children became one. Yeah. It is the end of the Oregon Trail. There you go. Fun fact. There's something to see in Oregon City. The end of the Oregon Trail. And I didn't know that until they told me that. Until Camp Band 2009 told me about that. I'm getting educated. I have a giant covered wagon as a tribute to it. Who doesn't like wagons? Yep. One of my hitchhiking goals is to get picked up by like a horse and buggy. One of the viewers, and a really awesome artist, her name in chat is Madame Piggy. She said that she's hitchhiked before, but she wasn't sure if it counted, and she got picked up by, I think it was a horse and buggy in Romania. So she's hitchhiked like once, and she's already done something that I've been hoping to achieve in years of hitchhiking. So it's doable. Go to Pennsylvania, the Amish will do that. Alright, we're going to Pennsylvania. We're doing an Amish horse and buggy hitchhiking stream. That'd be pretty cool. Also, at some point along this trip, I'm gonna try and hitchhike a ride on a plane. Like a small, like pretty much go to a recreational airport where people just fly for fun and try to chat up the pilots there you know, talk about aviation, you know, try to get in with them and be like, oh, you're going flying today? Where are you flying to? Would you mind taking a passenger along? Because that's on my bucket list as far as hitchhiking goes too. Catch a ride on a plane. So, stay tuned for that. I think California is going to be a good place to do that, because there's a lot of people with money here, and people with money can afford to buy planes. Because planes aren't cheap. Even like a really cheap plane is going to be like well over $100,000, I think. If anyone knows the plane market better than that, you know, you can let me know how much a plane goes for, but they're not cheap. And to Hershey, Pennsylvania because chocolate. I could do that. Just gotta add all these places to the list of places to go in America. Like, there's just so much to see in the United States. And there's a lot to see in Canada, don't get me wrong. And Canada being the second largest country, you'd think there'd be even more to see. But like, everything in Canada is really focused along the south coast. I guess I can point at the bottom. We're all just lined up along that south coast, hugging that southern warmth. Where in the US, you guys are spread all over. Towns all over, cities all over the place. In Canada, we focus on the south part. So, even though Canada is bigger by landmass, it feels like the United States is bigger. Because it's, yeah, no matter where you go, there's seems to be stuff going on. Almost done, and we'll be back to hiking. Go back into town, refill my water bottle, maybe grab a bite for the road, and then go out to where I'll be hitchhiking back to Highway 101 today. Am I going to see the Grand Canyon? Forgive my ignorance, but which state is the Grand Canyon in again? Because it depends on the state it's in. Because I can't hitchhike in any state where it's illegal. We try to stay on the straight and narrow here. Follow the rule of the law. And I cannot live stream the process of doing something that is outright illegal. But the Grand Canyon would be cool. I wonder if if Verizon has reception out there. Probably. It's such a big landmark that I'm guessing they would put towers around there. And yeah, but I'd still get banned from Twitch. And according, like, playing the innocent tourist card works a lot of the time, but that just depends on how the officer is feeling, because ignorance isn't a proper legal defense. You can't like kill someone and be like, sorry, I didn't know I couldn't kill someone. Even if you don't know the laws, you still have to follow the laws, which sounds kind of weird, but yeah, it doesn't work if you are being prosecuted for something and you get up on they put you on the stand and you're like, I didn't know I couldn't do this. It doesn't work as a defense, unfortunately, but it might get you out of a ticket, like just, you know, from an officer directly, just being like, oh, I'm from Canada, I don't know the rules here, this is okay in Canada, I didn't know, sorry. They might be feeling nice and just let you go, but Twitch would just ban me for it, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Route 66 would be cool. Again, I'd have to look at the states it runs through, because again, there's states where it's illegal to hitchhike and legality and all. Arizona. Actually, I think Arizona's okay. How do you pay for all this shit? Well, the thing about hitchhiking is transportation is free, and the thing about living in a tent and free camping is accommodation is free. So your day-to-day costs are kind of insignificant. They're very small. It's just food, incidentals, and entertainment. You can cut down your food costs significantly. You don't really have to eat. If you don't eat out and you just eat out of supermarkets, basic food costs can be insignificant. And then, well, entertainment's optional. You don't have to do anything fun. And places like this are free. And it's like a public park, so. So I afford all this by not spending very much money when I'm traveling. I thought the murder laws were just the guideline. They're just guidelines. Maybe you shouldn't murder someone. Maybe you don't feel like it. But if you do, like, it's okay. Murder. Yeah, what I've done for the past 4 years is work for several months to, the longest I took a break from traveling was about a year, save up money, and then go on a trip. Go on a trip, trip ends, come back home, get a job, save up money, quit your job, go on a trip. So, I just live really frugally at all points. Whether I'm traveling, whether I'm living at home, I just don't spend that much money. Yeah. It's easy to save money when you don't spend money. You ever should find a campsite to camp out, or any plot of land will do. No. This is like a kind of gray area thing. In my opinion, based off of how I do things, where when I camp, I follow the leave no trace principle. As soon as I take my camp down and pack it up and leave, you should never know that I was ever there. I don't have a campfire. I don't leave any trash behind. I don't do anything. All I do is set down my tent after the sun goes down and take it down at first light in the morning. So I'm really not doing anything. Now I try to avoid sleeping on private property because someone does own that property, and I don't really want to trespass on their property. But yeah, I'll just find some public land and set up my tent, camp out for the night. To me, it doesn't make sense to pay for a 10 by 10 square of grass to set down your tent. There is so much open, beautiful land for you to just lay your head down for the night. And if I'm not damaging that environment, morally, I think that is something fine to do. People might disagree with that, but no, I don't stay at official campsites. The only reason why I would is if I'm really hurting for a shower, and this campsite has shower facilities or somewhere to plug in. Yeah. But I do, like, as far as live streaming stuff, the camping situation is the most kind of gray area as far as what I can kind of live stream and stuff like that, because, like, I don't know, it's kind of a legal gray area. But yeah, for the most part, or for pretty much the whole part, I try to keep things by the rule of the law as far as how what I show live streaming and what I do while I'm traveling. So There's states where hitchhiking is illegal. I won't be hitchhiking through there. There's specific highways that are illegal, and I won't be hitchhiking on those for the most part. Those highways are the interstates. You can technically hitchhike on them legally. You just have to be at the very top of the on-ramp before you get on the highway. So you can. It's just more awkward, I guess. Where are you at today? We're in Fort Bragg, northern-ish California. It's still considered Northern California. I got dropped off here last night, camped out, and then decided to do this coastal hike here this morning, and then I'll be hitchhiking back to Highway 101 this afternoon. Because I looked, like, I'm on Highway 1 right now, which is the actual coastal highway at this point. The problem is south of here and north of here, so I already experienced some dead zones. There's like no internet at all. There's no connection, so I can't live stream it. And the whole purpose of this trip is to live stream the process of hitchhiking so people can see what that experience is like, because I've had a great time doing it over the past 4 years, so I want to show people what that is like. And if there's no Verizon network, then I cannot live stream it, and you guys cannot see what it's like. So we're gonna go back to somewhere where you can get connection outside of towns. Like right now we're on Highway 1, but we're in a city. I think it's like 8,000 people. So there's really good connection here. But once we get like 5 miles south of town, it's gonna be gone. So we're gonna try and get back to Highway 101. I looked at the cell kind of connection along the Highway 101 at this point, and it looks like it's starting to get better. We've experienced a lot of network connection issues as we have gone on this trip. We've had a lot of days where things haven't gone that smooth connection-wise. But as we get further south in California, things kind of become more populated, and it looks like the cellular network is a bit more complete. So hopefully it'll work better for live streaming. The one is so nice, but yeah, I guess you need people. Well, yeah, the whole purpose of the stream is to live stream it and show people what it's like. And I've really enjoyed having kind of people hanging out, watching, chatting, stuff like that. Because there's a lot of downtime with hitchhiking, and having people to interact with during all those downtimes, like when I'm walking out of a town, because I do a lot of walking, or when I'm standing waiting for a ride, and I have to wait an hour. You guys kind of watching and chatting makes it for actually quite a fun experience, where a lot of that time is just kind of you dealing with it and being patient, kind of just keeping your own mind kind of occupied. But now I've got kind of you guys to talk with, and it's fun. So to me, you guys are my travel partners, so I'm not going to leave you guys behind as much as I can. There's some periods where you're just going to lose connection, or maybe we'll run out of power, or maybe I'll break something and it'll take a little bit of time to get the stream back, but I'm going to do everything in my power to bring everyone along with me as I go. So that's the plan. I finished my sour cherry blasters. I'm just going to drink some water, and then I'm going to walk out of here and start preparing to catch a ride back to the 101. But yeah, this Highway 1 here is absolutely gorgeous. And to get here, when we first split off from Highway 101 to Highway 1, that was the windiest road I've ever been on. We saw a few, sports cars and stuff like that were on it, and I'm like, they must be having a blast, because this is a crazy, windy, mountainous highway, which makes sense that we lost connection completely. But it was fun to drive it. Alright, I'm gonna put my water away and pick up my bag and bring you guys with me. Leave you with one final sight of the coastline while I pack up.